Daddy, why did they build all those pyramids? Chapter 1, 2079 AD. Why? Daddy, why did they build all those pyramids? Jennifer asked. She sat cross-legged on the carpeted floor near her father. She heard no response. Why did they build all... Daddy, the bright-eyed 12-year-old repeated. She seldom would allow a question to remain unanswered. What is it, Jen? For the third time, why did they build all those pyramids? Jennifer said, exasperated. I'm not sure, Jennifer, he said, continuing to read his book on the virtual screen in front of him. My teacher says it's a fallout from the Tower of Babel, kind of like that old movie Close Encounters. The need to build pyramids had become like an instinct, just like eating and having babies. Look at all the pyramids. It started in Egypt, you know, but teacher says it actually started in Antarctica. Did you see the one they found in Antarctica? 1,000 feet high and very well preserved. I bet as the poles continued to melt, I'll find more. Well, someone will. She took a breath, which she knew would allow her to continue her one-sided conversation. She stared up at her dad and was surprised when he spoke. Jennifer, what are you going to take up in school? Taken aback, she took another deep breath and finally said, I think I'll be a pyramid doctor. You mean doctor of archaeology? I'd really like to be one, but I'm not that smart. Jen, I know you say I am, but all I can get are B's, and I really try. Her father stared at his pride and joy with her blue eyes highlighted by dark eyebrows and a full head of hair. I know you say a person can do whatever they set their mind to, but I think I got Mom's side of the gene pool. Probably my Uncle Job's weak brain. He's got patience, but he's so dumb. Jennifer. Well, he is, and so am I. Tears welled in her blue eyes. She shook her head, and long dark curls coursed over them. Oh, she screeched and ran out of the room, up the curved staircase to her room, and slammed the door behind her. She dove under her perfectly made pink bed and began a perfunctory 10-minute cry, which inevitably resulted in a 20-minute nap. Jameson, where is Jen? Jackie asked as she stepped from the kitchen into the family room. I think she went upstairs to study, Jameson said calmly. Jame, I thought I heard a scream. What'd you say to her? His 6-foot-tall wife with long blonde hair, the spitting image of her daughter, took a deep breath and said, Men. She did a 180-degree turn and headed up the stairs to save her beloved daughter from certain destruction. Estrogen, Jameson muttered under his breath. His keen-eared wife stopped halfway up the stairs and said, What? Let me know if I can help, he said. She turned disgustedly away and marched on up the stairs. Jameson chastised himself as he stared blankly at the screen. The lead story was about a new farming operation on the planet Mars. Wheat and hogs were flourishing on the canopy-covered farm and would be producing needed food for humanity. He was an engineer and had been one of the key men in the development of both lunar and now Martian farming. He had surmised correctly that drilling for water would be successful on the moon and also Mars. Initially, the drillers hit oil on Mars, but then they found water also and rather near the surface. He had been privileged to travel to Mars 3 times, but had no desire to stay there or return. His wife and daughter were his world now, despite the recent little conflict. As he turned to get out of his chair and head upstairs to repair the damage, he glanced once more at the screen. He saw a news flash. Another asteroid spotted from the Martian telescope on direct path to Earth. He shook his head, stood, and walked north.